Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's King Coop Bizzle with Sizzle Entertainment. Told y'all I was coming back with some special, fresh, new things in 2026. So, without further ado, let's get started with the very first Sizzle interview. Now, this person that I have is someone that I'm a big fan of, someone I've been knowing for a long time. My fam, actually. Jusocozy. He's an Atlanta artist, producer, uh, social content creator, entrepreneur, uh, clothing brand owner, and all kind of things him and his crew have going on today. So without further ado, y'all, I want to introduce Atlanta artist Jusocozy. What's going on, Ju?
What up, man? How y'all doing today?
Man, we chilling, man. Good to have you on as my very first artist on Sizzle Interview Spotlight, and I really appreciate you uh, putting me on for this first interview. You have a really nice catalog. As I said before, we family grew up in the same small town. His nephew, but really like my brother now because he grown. So
Yeah,
he in the
you
music,
already know it.
yeah, he in the music game now. Producer. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on right now. As far as I heard, you had some music that just dropped, and then we'll go from there and then introduce you. But first, I want everybody to know about that project that you just dropped.
Yeah, I just really just a collection of songs I made the past 2 years with a friend I made in Pittsburgh. I had met him in Atlanta, but I met him just through making beats and collabing in the studio with other people. But
Okay,
he
what's
was
his
that
name?
one. His name is Can't Stop Fiends. That's his artist name. But yeah, he hot right now. I guess he doing his thing in the underground. I really feel like he making his own sound. That's why, I collabed and did this whole tape with him because it's like out of all the sounds I heard underground people, like I feel like he got like a distinct voice. I feel like he could probably, really do something big if he
Yeah,
pop out. But
yeah,
yeah, that
definitely
was just the
coming
whole
out of
thing.
Pittsburgh. Coming out of Pittsburgh, that's 3 6 Mafia, I believe. The influence that's Wiz Khalifa. That's so
Yeah.
he coming out of there and he going hard. Hey, keep that man on the team for sure. But tell me a little bit about the about this music project, what inspired it, and tell me a little bit about just what what got you in the music game altogether.
Man, really, it was just, I had always been around music my whole life. I mean, even I remember just being little in the back room. You used to go to work. You used to have your songs pulled up on what was it? I think what was it called at the time? Was it GarageBand?
Yeah,
I
I have
think that's
that.
what you was on GarageBand. I used to just go back there, hear your songs. You was rapping on the little computer mic, the little art computer mic. Remember that with the busted speakers? And it was
Yeah,
like
crazy.
my dad played the piano. You feel me? He was always in church playing the piano. My cousins, Vontae, he was on the drums. I feel like music was always around for me, so it was just like I don't know, like I just grew into liking it. Like I listen to music, so it's like that was my main thing. Like I knew all the little radio songs as a kid. You feel me? I was the dancer. You know what I'm saying? I come to the cookouts and stuff. They wanted me to hit the dances and all that. So it's just like I don't know. Now that I'm older, I just morphed into more like producing music. I started off with a laptop in high school. My mom got me for Christmas, and like it had GarageBand and Logic on there. So I was just playing around. In the senior year, I ain't got nothing going on. It's not. I was playing basketball at the time. I was like, man, but I wasn't good. So I knew that was coming to the end. I didn't really have no scholarships or nothing. So I was just like, man, I gotta find
You
something to do.
you straight. You might not be an NBA, but you straight now. Your left hand was
Yeah,
sick.
yeah, for sure. I was say I was nice, but hey, I was 6'5" with
I ain't gonna get to the
art.
NBA either, but we can still ball though.
Yeah,
we can still
I was.
we don't ball. We can still ball.
I,
We still going pro. But yeah, man,
I
it's
felt you.
good. Yeah, but what you said about the MacBook, man, that really took me back because like we was probably one of the first people to really in our area to really start playing around with the MacBook. I bought the MacBook, and like I said, you turn right around and got you one later on. But we was always messing around with that before anybody really knew it was
Yeah,
going off to be something. So
yeah,
that's something I really glad I got into early on, and people around me got exposed to because always it inspired me still to this day. See other
yeah.
people. You took it farther than what I had time to take it, and so
Yeah,
it's just
I
good to
always
see.
say you never know who you're gonna inspire. I feel
Yeah,
like I say, even
full
though
circle.
half the family made music, I really felt like you was probably responsible for like 50% of it. Cause I was
Yeah,
around you probably the whole a whole
yeah,
childhood growing up back in the country. So I remember everything. I remember you had the speakers in your Honda. I remember you had gave him the first iPod, put all the songs on the iPod, had the little
yeah.
iPod shuffle. We even had a screen on it.
Play
That
the
was just like,
music.
you feel me? All that, yeah, that was just like my introduction to music, like, you feel me? So I feel like you kind of paid the way just for, what I'm
Yeah,
saying, to be me to be where I'm at now.
I appreciate
I
that.
said,
'Cause we're trying to get a little money to do a little thing, so that's what the money paid for a little play with little Apple products and stuff like that. Like I said, pay off in the long run because you get
facts.
exposed, you get exposed to technology, and I hope to drop a project with some artists and exposing some artists this year, and I hope that you could possibly help with producing some of that in the future because you're a very talented producer as well. I know you work with a lot of people. I'm actually a fan of a couple of
Uh-huh.
the guys that you rap with, and you and Boo Finesse in particular. I like a lot of the stuff that y'all did together, and you did a song uh, with this young lady on one of your old albums. It was on the same album as I think that Hideout song that you had. Um,
Uh-huh.
so you got some good bangers on there, some really good features, and you're just an all around great artist, man. So just tell me, what your plans for the future in the next couple of years. I know you told me that you was down in Miami, but you got anything planned on working on anything in Atlanta, or what you got going on planned? I know you say you're talking to people in Pittsburgh, but what's the next move, as far as music goes before we start talking about the social media side of what you got going on?
I mean, as far as music go, like I said, I done did so much moving around, man. I ain't even around the same people I made music with. Like, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
just as a artist, you gotta evolve, but like, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Everybody want to come up with the game. Everybody want to, make people, what I'm saying, come up with make music with the people they came up with. But for me, moving is like, I felt like I had to just get out my comfort zone and really like listen to
Mm-hmm.
different types of music, you know what I'm saying? Work with different types of artists because it's like,
Oh
even
yeah.
though, hip hop is a dominant genre and, it's everybody can listen to it. It's not some of the main genres. When you go
Mm-hmm.
to different cities, like you really start to see like, oh, like country really popping over here. Oh, EDM house popping over here. Like they really liking it. So it's like just getting into, different genres of music. It really helped shape me as an artist.
Oh yeah,
And I
for
feel like
sure.
going into 2027 and the end of this year, I'm gonna probably drop a tape just to, it's a collective of everything I just made with the homies. It's kind of like a reunion, family reunion tape. So,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
and then as far as like a personal project, me being an artist, I got all these side quests. I know you took a look at my discography and you seen all the side quests
Mm-hmm.
project. I feel like with that, what I'm doing now is just like I'm just trying to find my sound. Like I said, I can rap like this, I can rap like that. So all these side quest tapes is just really just a collection of everything I done made, experimented with.
Mm-hmm.
It's just me throwing it on the album, just everybody
So
listen to.
it sounds
But
like independent artist development. It sounds like you're expanding your horizons. Music is universal, so why would you just stick to one genre of music? You're gonna limit yourself,
right,
music is
I feel like this is
worldwide.
my mixtape era.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I ain't even got the debut album yet. This is all mixtapes right now. Like I said, it's just me getting it out, experimenting.
experiment. And you have to. That's part of artist development, and that's really important. I heard a lot of people, a lot of famous rappers that made it very far say that the journey, the development journey. And like you said, we grew up, like I said, in the country or at my dad's car wash or on the farm, just listening to old school music. And then you spending time, with your granny and your daddy's side. That's probably where I picked up piano from. Just being around people who play piano and then realizing, a lot of these music beats are piano, and you just
Mhm.
evolve and you grow from there. So, and kudos to you for getting out of your comfort zone. I'm in my 30s, and you see how getting out of my comfort zone for 5 years. Now I'm streaming in my new house, and I still got love for the homies, but you gotta branch out and you gotta give yourself time to see who you want to be, and you gotta give yourself time to develop and to gotta be a little stingy. So for you to already be doing that, that's a big. That lets me know that you really got your mental together as far as an artist and what you want to be in life. And so we're gonna keep it moving and try to get as much of this for you as we can, exposure as an excellent ATL artist,
Yeah.
you national artist, but just out of ATL, out of Georgia in general. This is Jusocozy's YouTube page, y'all. You can look it up on YouTube. He's got the new album dropped on there, the new mixtape dropped on there, as well as his other albums, Side Quest 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and a whole lot of other slew of things he got, up here as far as that goes. As you can see, just plenty of music. This In My Feelings album is one of my favorites. Um, I just like a couple of tracks. Let me see. That Hideout. Uh,
Yeah.
what was the other one on there that I liked a lot?
I think the one you said with the girl, that's
Is
an
it
artist
Miss
I met
You?
down in Atlanta.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it Miss You?
Uh-huh. That's
Yeah, yeah, it's
that's
Miss You. That one right. So
mm-hmm.
you got a catalog, man. You got a lot of other stuff that I just done heard. Like I said, you and the homies and a couple other people. So I encourage people to go check him out and just
Uh-huh.
give him a listen. Download on iTunes. You on iTunes as well because I know your album dropped at midnight the other
Uh-huh.
day. We 250 years into what they call America, but hip hop been here for a minute, and it's just good to see somebody that I know really putting in the work to get some money out of this thing. And I,
Sir.
and I think he was born in the year 2000, so you 26 years old, correct?
Yes, sir.
So man, you young man. Keep doing what you're doing. Definitely keep grinding. Don't get tricked off these streets for one. That's the main thing. Because as long as you keep trying, a hit gonna come. A hit gonna come.
And when I say it only take one, literally,
But
hey,
tell
especially in
me,
this day and age.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And like Afro man, all I needed one.
Oh man.
I take social
Yeah.
media after that. Tell me about Peer Pop, man. I heard that you had this social media conglomerate slash company slash thing going on called Peer Pop. Y'all on Instagram. Like I checked y'all out. Y'all got at least 60K followers. So tell me a little bit about Peer Pop and how that's helping you with your music career and your social media branding.
Well, I mean, that's that's a whole another journey itself, man. I feel like it's definitely helped me as an artist, but I kind of at the same time kind of took away time for me to create. Um, but I don't even regret it because, like I said, it just opened more doors for me. But started a company back in around June, summer of 2022. We was just throwing house parties. It was post COVID. We just at the house bored, doing everybody on their phones. TikTok had just dropped. Everybody looking for something to do on TikTok. So what was crazy is shout out to all the homies in the underground because I worked with a lot of them on the events I was throwing back then. But we was just throwing house parties one day, and I remember my friend he threw parties too, and he had a method on TikTok. and he was selling out every single party just using this method. And what he did was basically he'd be on TikTok and he'll make a video that was probably like 6 seconds long. And it was just him walking through the venue or wherever he finna throw the party. And what he did was he put text from top to bottom, covering the whole screen, just describing the party. Got the address on there, what they playing, who gonna be there, all that. And so what it did was it tricked the algorithm into making people watch the video. And so by the time you finish reading the text top to bottom, you don't watch the video like 6, 7 times. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So and it was pushing his algorithm just to everybody. So everybody in the city was ended up going to his parties. They selling out every time. Everybody knew who he was in probably like a
Man.
month. He got hot. I'm talking about he was a nobody now. Went from a nobody to down in the top party promoter in ATL just off that one method. So we sitting there like, damn, like we might as well try this too. Let's see what it do. Cause we throw parties. I was DJing at the time because I had branched off. I got a DJ board probably like a year before that. And I was
Mm-hmm.
working at my dad's club, just doing little gigs for some money and stuff like that. And so
Mm-hmm.
I ended up meeting my friends that I started the company now through DJing. But like I said, we was DJing this one party, and I was with my CEO Tan. His name was Tan, and we was just sitting in the house, just fried, just post party. We just saying like, bro, these the parties we throwing is too lit. We got to figure out how to capitalize on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we weren't party promoters, that was the thing. We was like, bro, we're not party promoters, but if we could turn some way, somehow into a party promoter,
Well,
we can make a lot of money with the stuff we doing. So we figured out how can we, what I'm saying, buckle this down? How do we know who's coming to our events? How can we capture all these, statistics and data? And that really birthed Peer Pop. So Peer Pop, that we're basically a ticketing platform, kind of like Eventbrite, kind of like Posh, Party Fun,
uh-huh.
just not the ticketing platform. But we differentiate ourselves by using AI and helping people market their events more efficiently by using social media also. Because like
Okay,
I said, you
okay.
see all the interviews. That's how most people see us. But like
Uh-huh.
social media is a big tool. Like it's a big marketing tool in 2026. So I feel like we just kind of utilize that into the platform too, and like incorporate it into the platform. So I
Okay,
feel like it
okay.
goes hand in hand and gives everybody like a chance for their events to be shown. And like I said, you got a viral video, one party, boom, that's now you got 1 million views on a video. Now you got 1 million people potentially looking at your
Yeah.
event, and you could turn those viewers into customers. And that's basically what we was trying to do, trying to figure out. But like I said, ended up throwing a party using my homie method, and it took off from there. Like I said, we threw this crazy pool party at this apartment. And using that method, we had made the video, and the video did 1.5 million views in 2 days. And I remember like the day before the event, I'm looking at my DMs. I probably got over 5,000 DMs of people just texting me, asking me where the party at, what we doing. And I remember scrolling through the DMs, and I clicked on one, and it was the apartment complex themselves. They had
Yeesh.
DM the page, and they told me something. Yeah, we seen your video on TikTok. We see how many views it got. We're just letting you know right now you're not authorized to throw this party here. If you throw this party here, the police will be called and you will be trespassed, blase, blase. So we looking at the phone like, man, we throwing this party anyway. Fuck it. We gonna see what's gonna happen. So boom. We pull up probably like an hour before the party started. When I tell you, man, we had the whole city shut down, literally like it was probably like 200, 300 people just parked outside, just waiting for the party to start. And like
Sheesh.
we walked in the building just like on some incognito type, vibe. Cause we ain't let people know like, oh yeah, we the ones that threw the party. We just walked up like regular people just looking for the party. So walking around, we figuring out, damn, like all these people here for the party. And once again, we just like, man, we gotta
Right.
capitalize on this and capture this. Cause it's just as you see, it's like social media is really crazy. You could be a nobody and become a somebody. Oh my bad. And become a somebody in overnight. Like, you know what I'm saying? How they be like,
Literally.
stuff don't happen overnight. Do it with TikTok. Do it with social media in 2026. So yeah, I feel
So
like
you,
that's what got us started. Now we here now. Company done took off. Really just moving around city
yeah.
to city, trying to get more clients and build up the platform. Finna get ready to drop the app too, later this year. So definitely stay tuned for that. We're gonna have a,
For sure.
community based app where we kind of like incorporate social media with like nightlife and ticketing. So like one of the main points of the app is you would be able to go on the app and search and see what your favorite spots are, and you also be able to click on their live time and see like who's there. You know what I'm saying? Is
Sheesh.
it jumping? We're trying to have like live feed going on where people can upload pictures and photos like Instagram, just from you know what I'm saying, share like their experiences in real time. But yeah,
Oh
we
man, that's
working on that right
groundbreaking.
now.
That's
Yeah,
groundbreaking.
it's
So
gonna be
basically,
hot.
you helping your peers pop. You know, so
That's the
helping your
whole
peers.
point.
Yeah, I understand
Yeah.
that. That's smooth, and it's really a
hmm
very detailed business plan. I didn't know it was a marketing company. I thought y'all were more of a social media company, but y'all just use social media as a tool. Um,
hmm
that's definitely
Everybody
gonna
just
pop.
knows by interviews. That's
Yeah,
really the main point. Cause they just
yeah,
see that,
that's,
like I said, they just see the Instagram. They don't know. They see the interviews and be like, oh, it's just an interview.
y'all,
But nah,
y'all hear that?
yeah, it's like a
Peer
Trojan
pop is
horse.
legit. Yeah, peer pop is legit. They got the app coming. And you know, so it's marketing to get your events known nationwide. You say y'all gonna be nationwide, so this ain't gonna be just no local joker. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all going national, possibly global.
Yeah. Definitely
Small
trying to take it
beginning, man.
worldwide by next year.
On everything. That's what I'm trying to do at Sizzle Entertainment, but one step at a time, man. We came from a little small town, man. We come from a farm. You know, most people don't think, people that come from a farm will end up in the music industry. But we use the tools around us and living out in the sticks and the boondocks to
Yeah,
to find a way to do what we want to do. But just definitely having those small town beginnings and then taking it to Atlanta, getting some education and know how, some street knowledge about yourself, and then bringing it this far. I applaud how far we done came as young black men. It might sound
yeah,
a little cheesy, but we really out here making moves. We doing
nah,
the
for
interview
real.
right now, talking about your music you making money off of. I'm sitting here, I done invested in this property and got a good tech job because Microsoft, and just educated, and we making moves, man. We from a little small town, man. We born on a farm, man, with a slave farm. You
Well,
know,
it's a
we
blessing to
come
be sitting here right now. Where we at?
our ancestors' dream for 250 years. They was enslaved for 400, but this country been here for 250. So we built that. So I hope that we can continue to take these tools, and make something out of it because the ancestors is definitely watching and they rooting for us. You was the last person to be born on that farm. Like I said, it was owned by slaves. It was given to slaves to own forever, and we still own it. And you was the last child to live out there, so you got a special mark on you. So make sure that you get out there, and let that
Yeah,
let the ancestors show you the way, because we come from somewhere special. All black people do, but us in particular, we got something to accomplish before we have to go
yeah,
back. Before we have to go back to chasing cows and shit later on in our life and looking for
yeah,
land. So enjoy not being a country boy. Enjoy living the city life. Keep making your music. Keep isolating and elevating. And then when all this money piled up and quiet down, you got a farm estate where you can grow vegetables and do whatever you want for the rest of your life with your money. And
yeah,
that's something socioeconomically that people don't know about, and I wanted people to know about you. And it's not just a little bit of acres; it's hundreds, couple hundred acres. So the content will be there for you later. All you got to do is make your music, and you can always switch lanes and go into something bigger. But
right.
so you're not the typical Atlanta artist. You own property. Your family owns property and real estate. You own farmland. So you're not the typical artist. And I want people to know that you're not the typical artist from with the typical story. And
Yeah,
so I think people should take a lot more look to you and your story and what you got going on, because it's definitely going to be um, a lot more to it in the future. just knowing you from where you come from. You know, your granddaddy's still out there holding it down right now. You know, you in Miami, I'm in Atlanta. He chasing cows right now.
Yeah, well, I said we're
Somebody,
gonna have
you
to
know,
fill the shoes one day.
you know what I'm saying? So let's get what we got to get right now. Enjoy
Long
this city
time
life.
coming.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get rented up so I can just hire people for that and just do the work and
Uh,
have assistance. But the rap money gonna do that. The social it's gonna do that. That was the point that I was trying to make. Artists is for a purpose. We're not just out here. You're not just a rapper that's out here just rapping for nothing. And just to
mhm.
hear yourself talk. You know, you might pop your stuff, you know, talk a little gangster talk, but behind it all, there's really a powerful mission. And I appreciate you just allowing me to interview you and talk to you about, you know, what got you into music and what you got going on right now. And is there anything that, you know, any questions that you have for me and Sizzle Entertainment? Because if you do, we would love to hear it. And we would also like to work with you in the future because, you know, this is a legit company, a legit media company, and we're getting into music and stuff. I think we need to collab, man. And I just want to say that on here just in case in the future we have a hit and we like we told y'all so. But I do got the beats and stuff that you sent me. But is there anything that you want to say to the people or say to Sizzle or say to me before we let people go?
I mean, not really, man. Once again, appreciate you having me on here. Family, first family member episode. I seen
Yeah.
nah, what you had Anthony on here. I ain't the first. You had Anthony on
Nah,
here too.
nah, I didn't interview Anthony. Me and Anthony got a talk show where we wait on if anything go down, we'll pop up and address it. And that's what we
Oh
do.
yeah.
So you the first artist, you the first person I ever interviewed. But Anthony is we have a bro talk show where just two brothers and we talk about stuff. We talked about the farm history on Bro Talk and it's on my YouTube as well. So I'm glad that you
Yeah, I
brought
seen
that up. And that's the difference. But shit, we could get us another show where we could talk about stuff. You know, talk about stuff and come on. We could do more than just an interview with you. But I just really want to make sure that I interview somebody first that I knew and somebody that I believe that was actually gonna blow it. You all through my music list on my phone. I actually listen to your music, so it's like me interviewing one of my favorite rappers that I watched grow up. Now he gonna be famous one
yeah.
day, so I'm gonna pop my shit, you know, because I already know what's coming. Because I already know how you coming with it. So it just made me, you know, it just made me happy to you got to do it for the hood in the beginning. You got to do it for the home team in the beginning. So that's just what I'm trying to do. Start out with what I know and who I know. And I mean, it's easy with you because, like I said, I really believe you're gonna blow and you're talented. So with that said,
Mhm.
you know, thank you for being Sizzle Entertainment's first interview artist spotlight. You know, doing big
Yes,
things in the
sir.
A. Continue to do that. Like I said, reach out to me and let's get together, man. Do some things. Let's make some money.
Let's do it. I want to say, you know, with it, man. I'm always
I
around,
ain't,
even when I'm not around.
I ain't
You know,
in
man, ain't
Miami
changed.
right now. In Miami, I text you. I know I got you on text. I didn't know you was down in Miami, but sheesh.
Yeah, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm going to New York soon. About a few
Yeah.
weeks, so I move there.
We're gonna have to
Yeah,
hop in
right.
the Chevy truck, man. I just took the Chevy down there to the resort down there in the beach, man. That Duramax diesel ride so smooth on the road, man. We're gonna have to get that diesel, go to a show or something. Take the truck,
Yeah,
get a road trip to a show or something. I'm ready to get
yeah,
out there and
okay.
document some things. I can document some things for you. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through. Everybody, this is Sizzle Entertainment's first interview with Jusocozy, up and coming Atlanta artist. We appreciate y'all coming through. But until then,
So,
y'all stay hot. Y'all stay hot.
I'm
Peace.
saying, shout out Sizzle, we gone.
We out.